like that. Woo, it like that.
Today we're working on Steve DiGiovanni's 1968 Corvette 435 horse 427. It's an all original car. The funny thing about this build is one of my co-workers years ago when I first started in the business in the early 80s, it was his brother's car that he bought after getting out of Vietnam. So it's pretty neat that, you know, one of my customers ends up getting the car and we get to do the build on it, which is really cool.
Hi, my name is Steve. I'm glad you guys came out to look at my 68 Corvette. It's a 427, 435 horse coupe. It came out of an abandoned house. It's sat, to the best of my knowledge, since 1972. I want to keep it as a survivor car, which it is, because it's an original paint car. It only has 37,000 miles on the car. So basically, we're just going to clean it and honor what the car really is. If you look inside here, I can get better light, but if you look inside there, it says it's 408 is the number that's on the vehicle. So as it's going down that's from the factory, from 1968. So you can see 408 was its assembly line number as it was being produced. And then it's also marked with 408 on the inside. So that way, as they're doing the assembly to the inside, they can refer to the car as 408, and they know what equipment and options to install in the car. Well, you have the tank out so you can actually view the tank sticker. So when it's going down the assembly line, that's what the assembly line workers use to know what components to put into the car. So that is basically almost like his birth certificate. He kept everything organized. He did a really nice job as far as being a great caretaker of the car. So I can only thank him for how great of a caretaker he was for the car. It's very exciting. We're going to take it back to what his vision was, aside from one thing. He had already blocked up the exhaust on the vehicle to make it appear as though it was a side pipe equipped car. There's chrome bezels that go around the exhaust pipes, and he had removed those and blocked it up, and he was going to put side pipes on the car. But side pipes were not offered in 1968, so we're going to put regular exhaust back on. Lorenzo has the motor. He's rebuilt it for us because we wanted to make sure it was done right and everything is going to be right as it should be. We're looking forward to getting the car out into the public again and finishing up. We want to keep it as a survivor car and honor the gentleman who bought the car new and keep his legacy moving forward.
Okay, what we are going to do is we are going to degree in a cam. So the first thing you got to do is you have to find true top dead center for number 1 cylinder. We go up till the piston stops moving, then we go 50 down in clockwise rotation, back up to 0, 50 down in counterclockwise rotation. And you should read the same degrees on both sides of 0. So when it stops moving, it stops moving at about 90. Right around there. So we bring that to 0. Okay, now we're going to go, so this right now is at, okay, we'll put this at like 0 here. Okay, now we're going to go 50 thousandths down. Okay, and that's reading 11 degrees. Okay. Now we're going to go the other way, which is back to 0 with the indicator. And then back to 50. Okay, and that should read 11 degrees. So that reads about 11.5 degrees. So we're going to change it. We're going to go to 11.25. And that's all we need to do. Okay. Actually, that's at 12.5. I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it to 11.5. And I'm going to tighten it there. Let's go back to 0 and 50. That's at 11.5 right now. And that's at 11.5. Okay, so now top dead center is set. And we need to measure total lift from top dead center. Okay, so how we do that is we get this over here. We're going to go to total lift. So until that stops going up. Okay, it's going up. Going up. Stopped. Okay, I'm going to go back. Now go up till it stops. Okay, then I'm going to continue to go around to 50 down. Okay. There. Okay, and we're going to read that number. It's 155. So we're going to write that down. Okay. Now we're going to go the other side of the load. Okay, counterclockwise, but we always want to take our measurement in clockwise rotation. So counterclockwise, we're going to pass 50 and go back to 50 clockwise. So we're going to go back to 0. And then we're going to go past 50. And then we're going to go to 50 in a clockwise rotation. That'll take any of the slop that's in the chain out of it, because you want to measure it like how the engine's turning clockwise. Okay, and that's 50. So now we have 59. Okay, so that would be 14, 10, 11, and 2. So that's 214. You divide that by 2. The intake center line is 108, and that's good because the cam separation is 110, and they wanted it in 2 degrees advanced. So it's right now it's in. Right now the cam is in at 107. So we can only change it by 2 degrees. So we're not going to change it. It's only off by 1. It would be it's 107. It would be 2 degrees. Retarded
gotcha.
would be 109.
109 or
it would either be
105
or 109. So we're going to leave it at 107. And that's how you degree in a cam. And if I needed to change it, I would change it. We have a 9 keyway lower gear, which you can change it by every 2 degrees. And that's where I'd change it in the lower gear. But we're good. And as a chain wears, it goes retarded.
Gotcha.
So we're 1 degree advanced of where we want to be. So it's gonna go to where we want to be with just 1 degree of slop in it. It's going to be where we want it to be. And usually they loosen up a little bit pretty much right away, and then they stay there for a while. I built it completely original with the original compression, the 11-to-1 compression. We're going to run some race gas in it when we run it, and it should be a pretty powerful piece. They're up around 500 horse when I dyno them. So let's see how it goes. The first pull I made on this thing, it was dead fat, almost to the point where it was shutting itself off. So after we took the carburetors apart, there was 2 different size jet plates on them, and both of them were wrong and way too fat. 455 horse and 471 foot-pounds of torque. That's probably good for the day. Doesn't get much worse than this. We have like 90% humidity and 94 degrees in the room. It's still on the rich side, but it's a bad air day. So on a good day, it should be pretty good. I made a pull with the correct just plates, which had basically a 12,000 smaller hole, which is substantial. It was still too fat. It definitely wants to be leaned out, but I wouldn't do that because the center carburetor is the only one that you can lean out. I wouldn't do that. The only thing we could do is make the air bleeds bigger in the secondaries. We can make them slightly bigger so it doesn't pull quite as much fuel in the secondaries. I don't think that's a bad idea because it definitely wants less fuel. So I'll go ahead and do that. The torque numbers are a little low. They're like, I'm gonna say 25 foot-pounds low, but I think that's just weather. It's just so hot and the intake air temperature is just so hot. But the rest of it all looks really good. But let's see what the air bleeds are, and I'll open them up a little bit, and we'll make another pull.
Like that. Woo, it like that.
485 horse, 493 foot-pounds of torque. Little drill bit.
Just a little bit.
You like that?
I like that. The engine liked it as well.
Yeah. Let's see what it did to the air fuel. You're good. You're good. It really didn't change it a ton, but it's good. I don't even want it to change it a ton because the air's so bad today. That's real good, dude. I'm happy with that. Yeah.
Perfect.
You're at the 500 foot-pounds of torque, 485.7 horsepower. Very good. Very good. Oil pressure looks great. Everything looks great. We could open it up more and it would probably get to 500, but I would suggest against it because of the weather today. But we would see that number. We would see the number. I think the motor will exceed 500. I really do, because I think I can get it to 500 just by opening up the air bleeds. Because right now we're only at like 12.5 air fuel.
Okay.
And it wants to be like 13.2. But it will be there on a good weather day.
With denser air.
Yeah. It'll definitely be there. I opened up the high-speed air bleeds to 35 thousandths and made a pull, and it was really good. The day wasn't the greatest day that we dynoed it. It was very hot in the room and very high humidity, so it was still a little on the fat side, but I kept it like that so that on a good day he would be okay. But it ran flawlessly.
It did extremely well for the conditions in which we dyno tested. It was extremely hot and extremely humid, but everything came out just great. Motor runs very, very well. He did an excellent job on the motor. Cannot wait to put it into the car and as I get this car back on the road again and where it should be, back to see daylight after 1972. So it'll be a great thing to have done. So I thank you to Lorenzo and thank you to everybody and all the people at Lorenzo. I know he's not the only person that works on the cars. There's a whole team. So thanks to his whole team as well.
I'm eating chicken from Acme. It's mango habanero. Delicious. That's good chicken. Mm-mm-mm.